uh, so, hey everyone, it's Chrono G Power here, or yeah. Anyway, yeah, it's Chrono G Power here, and I'm here back again with another video, and I'm gonna explain this only once, and the only reason why I was gone is because I had stuff to do, and that's the reason why stuff went the way it did, and I'll most likely post a Destiny video after this because I've been gone for like 11 to 12 to 15 days ish, I think, since my last video, so. Yeah, you know how this goes. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and if you like my content, you like my content. If you don't, you don't. Obviously, after this video is basically over, go into the comments, leave your feedback, and of what if you basically want. For the next what if is gonna be the 500 subscriber special, even though I'm past that. But anyway, yeah. So regardless, let's get into like this what if that I've been pushing aside for a very long time. So this is what if Deku was Darkan and Galeem. So Darkan is the black one. Like Darkan is the black one and Galeem is the white one. Kind of sounded racist when I thought about it. Anyway, the important thing. So basically, as far as like, let me get my paper real quick. All right, so basically his attributes. If you're trying to talk about him himself, so I'll probably edit this like later in my life, nigga. But anyway, so basically his attributes. He has slit like eyes like Darkon, basically the black, the one with the pinkish tendrils or whatever. And he also has basically outside and basically when he gets goes into like what I'll say. Yeah, just say he has sharp like eyes like Darkon. So yeah, and we'll say for this plot his quirk will give him. Fuck it, he'll just be strong. I don't care. Anyway, God, it's so unprofessional. You feel me? All right, so his abilities are he has these sharp tentacles, which basically come from Darkon because I guess you can allow him to fly. I mean, yeah, let's say that he has the wing shards thingies. I don't know anything about Smash. Anyway, so basically he has a wing like thingies that Galeem basically have, the white one. Fuck, I'm constantly gonna say that, and it's always gonna feel racist. But anyway, so basically Darkon will give him shark like tendrils, basically the same ones that are like that. Basically with the pink tips, and he also can dull them so he doesn't like go around fucking stabbing niggas. But hey, yeah. And he also has a high reaction time. He has control over the dead. I was debating if I should have this one. You can post in the comments if you want to be. I won't go into him bringing niggas back to life until the second part, unless people want it. But whatever. He also has light rays that can shift matter. Basically, kinda matter manipulation, but from like I remember the original like reveal trailer from for Smash Ultimate. It was like you had like Gleam like fucking lasering niggas. It was weird, bro. No cap. Yeah, I'm gonna say this though, off topic. If I'm not posting on Christmas Eve or Christmas, I'll probably post before if I feel like it. So like the 23rd. It's just one either. Anyway, so we basically start this off with Izuku Midoriya, and he's basically being born by Inko and Hisashi Midoriya, but they'd be dead. We'll say Hisashi had something, not I'll say better dead. I've been so fucked up. Basically, he has something to basically go do, and which will lead to him going overseas. So, more or less, Inko basically has Deku, single mother, goals. Anyway, so basically, fuck. I know I'm gonna stop myself this time from saying it too many times. So Inko basically, fuck. I don't care. I don't care anymore. F you. I don't care. Anyway, so Inko has Deku, and he basically comes out, and he basically looks like this, but he has the sit like eyes of Darkon, and they basically see. Nah, I'll wait for his quirk to unlock. But anyway, so they basically comes out. He's a pretty healthy baby, you know. Just the massive feature of him having slit like eyes, which is super fucking weird. So they're like, his quirk, I guess. Which this is the main thing that's going to tap into him having a high reaction time, besides him training. So yeah, okay. So we basically skip to him being 4, and he basically ends up unlocking. It'll say normal day when his mom basically drops a coffee cup, for example, when she's dropping her coffee. and he basically a tendril basically launched out of his back, and basically a blackish, pinkish, blue, purple-ish, bro. Those tendrils, basically a dull one that's like in the shape of a cupped hand, basically catches the cup as it's falling, whatever. So as that's basically happening, Inko is basically looking at Deku and basically saying, "Honey, you have your quirk." Fuck. I'm never doing that again in my damn life. I need to go to sleep. But God. So, God, what time is it anyway? It's 11, nigga. Oh, hell no. So she's like, "Honey, you have your quirk." And he says, and basically like, Deku's like, he's getting a little hype, doing a little dancey dance. You know how it's going. So they am going to the quirk doctor. I'll say, will they take his quirk? How useful would tentacles be? Well, plot reason will say he doesn't have that doctor, just because I don't want to get his quirk taken. Because, like, will he be overpowered if I forgot what the dude name was. If he explains more of their abilities in depth, it kind of depends on him, or it depends on anybody that gives me knowledge of these characters, of how OP they would be. If you just say like, well, you got it all wrong. They're pussies. They can't do shit. They can't even break a wall. Like, then yeah, he's a pussy. I mean, But anyway, so so he ends up belonging in this quirk. They do like standardized tests, like endurance tests, basically seeing how his body will react to like pain and stuff like that. So as that's basically happened, I'll say when he basically sees a needle, basically a sort of he basically he basically shoots like he basically puts his hand basically he closes his wait no how should I do this, should he be like laser eyes, or he could just emit it from anywhere on part of his body? I'll say he has like his tentacle out, because I'll say he trains for that, but he has one of his tentacles out. He basically like shoots the needle out of the doctor's hand. It basically just explodes, shooting a little glass fiber, not glass, nah, shooting a little glass fibers on the ground. Basically, it gets knocked out of the doctor's hand, and basically as it falls on the ground, the basically thing gets turned into paper for plot reasons. So they basically see that and they're like, "What the fuck?" Like, and then Inko's basically confused. She's like, "I have telekinesis. Explain." Like, so basically they'll try to talk, like, explain to her that like sometimes kids can not have either of their parents' quirk, because you said that the husband has fire breathing and you have telekinesis. Yeah, he says ideally that should give the kid telekinesis if they had a quirk by you. Well, not if they had a quirk. So they're like, okay. So basically, like in rare cases, kids don't have their parents' quirks, and that can lead to basically stuff like this, where it's basically an anomaly of just a kid not having a quirk at all. Okay, so damn. So basically, God, I should have got me some water, nigga. Anyway, so what the fuck I was talking about again? So she gets the general understanding of basically what they were talking about, and they end up going back home, and then originally the next day that Deku goes to school, they basically says, "What's your quirk? What's your quirk?" And he basically he says, "Oh, I'll show you," as he basically shoots the tentacles out of his back, which he thinks about at first, because it's like it rips open his shirt thingy. You know when they have like the little dresses on? Yeah, it rips open his shirt thingy, and his tentacles come out, and like they're like in the shape of dull, like blunt, like points. Yeah. So as he basically shoots those out of his back. They see like, "Oh, cool," and they say, "What else you can do?" He says, "I can do this." So he basically looks at the apple on the teacher's desk, and he basically is like, he shoots, he basically points like one of his tentacles at the apple. Damn, and basically rearrange the apple to make into like a small swan. He can't really change dimensions of stuff if it doesn't have enough matter to like manipulate. So like he can change the matter of like a certain damn thing, and he can also change the matter of like the weight of objects, etc., etc. So like he's like, damn, matter manipulation is OP. God. Anyway, so basically they see that, they're like, "Oh, cool." And Baku already aligned this quirk, and he's like, he kind of, homie kind of jealous though, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, "Oh, that's not better than my quirk." He says, "Oh, I'll say Deku's like I don't like pushover Deku. We'll say, nah, I'll keep it canon. So he's like, oh, you got John, I bet your quirk is awesome too. And he says, yeah, I know my quirk is awesome and shit like that. You know, Bakugo being fucking Bakugo. This is why I love changing his character to make him not a dick. But anyway, so they get that general understanding of that, and we'll say they skip to like end of middle school because I'm not finna talk about anything. I'll say that like I'll get the general effect over before I say anything else. Bakugo is jealous of Deku because he see how versatile his quirk is, and all he has is just explosions. For you gonna do explode a nigga out the way, like the fuck. Anyway, so Deku, as like, well, we'll skip. Skip to the end of middle school. Deku has like not like he kind of is like he not a loner, but like he kind of like he's just cool. You know what I'm saying? He's like that type of kid. Like yeah, you're not friends, but like he's just a cool kid to like if you ain't got nothing else to do, he's like a cool like person you could just fucking talk to if you need to or something like that. He's a pretty nice dude, not gonna lie. Like he has general self confidence himself because he has a quirk and he's not constantly put down by his peers, etc., etc. And yeah, so this probably is gonna be a 20-minute video, depending on how like fast I'm talking. I'm gonna go until like sludge villain, and then I'm not I'm not ending at sludge villain, but like Bakugo sludge villain attack, and then yeah, and then I'll post part 2 tomorrow, and get feedback on the video and see what you guys want. So yeah, okay. So basically, at the end of class, most in general stuff basically happens due to canon. Oh, I know y'all want to be heroes. Blah 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 this, blah 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 that. Basically the teacher walks in, basically says, "I know you all want to." He says, anyway, basically the teacher walks in and says, "What do you want in your careers, etc., etc." He says, "I know you all want to be heroes." So basically, they all like start using the quirks, but Deku's basically just like he just chilling. You know what I'm saying? He just cool. So basically, they say, "Oh, two kids want to go to UA," and he says, Balco looks at Deku, and he already knows what the fuck it is. So he's like, you does your usual stuff, and goes over there and like blows up Deku's notebook. And Deku like, he's a new heroes, but like, it's not like since he has his own quirk, he's not as fanboyish. His fanboyish is more or less for the fact of yeah, he analyzes heroes, but like that was more or less of like a peacetime, a hobby for take. And I'll say he's not like as of a simp for All Might. So yeah. Anyway, so Deku basically he gets his no boom. He's like, bro, what the? Yeah. He's like, bro, what the? He's like, bro, what the hell? And Bakugo says, haha, that's what you get, stupid Deku. He says, nigga, you know my name. Like, okay, fuck. God, I am not in the right headspace to make this video right now. I should have made this tomorrow. Anyway, so he basically says, bro, what the fuck? Anyway, so he says, jump on, like, not jump off a bridge. He's saying, like, don't you go to UA if you know it, blah, blah, blah. Don't go to UA if you know it's good for you and stuff like that. And niggas like, of course I'm going to UA. You can't tell me not to go somewhere. Like, the fuck? And yeah, stuff like that. And then a lot of people would start saying, like, true, but like at the same time, though, like, the chance of you getting to UA is kind of slim unless you have like good quirks. But depending on how you guys have good quirks, you most likely would get into UA. And Bakugo basically tell him to shut the fuck up. But anyway, and Deku's like, thanks, Jamal. Um, my brain half working right now. Give me some fucking slack, nigga. Anyway, so Deku does the casual stuff like leaving, going on the bridge, and this time, when the sludge villain basically goes over Deku, he basically shoots it. He basically pulls out his tentacles and he basically like shoots it with a laser, basically forcing he basically compresses a ball of air that's like in like the sludge villain. He basically expands it, causing the sludge villain to basically blow up. So when the sludge villain basically blows up, by the time Deku's getting ready to basically walk away, he basically has like the sludge villain like an air bubble of some sort, and and no. I'll just say there's just a bottle. He put into the bottle or whatever, and he's about as he was capping it on, he sees All Might, and he's like, "Oh my God, All Might!" And he forgets that he didn't put the cap on like fully tight or whatever. So he basically gives the bottle to All Might, and All Might's like, "Yeah, you did a good job with your quirk." He basically tells him what his quirk is, tentacle, and like basically his general abilities. If you don't remember, then I don't remember either. Anyway, so yeah, that's generally what happens, and Then as Deku's basically walking down the street, he basically hears a large explosion of some kind. And this is when Deku basically sees that like he sees the explosion. He's like, what the fuck? So he goes to check it out. And he basically and All Might like dropped the ball as in canon, but Deku didn't have to talk with him since he has a quirk and he has confidence that he can be a hero. So Bakugo is basically, exploding, going crazy, going stupid, blah, blah, blah. So Deku basically sees the sludge button again. He basically sees Bakugo, so he sees an opening when like some a hero shoots like water at the sludge villain, like it like expands and basically goes around the water and sucks into itself. But during that moment, Deku basically ran through past the bar and he basically shot out one of his tentacles and the hero's like, what the fuck are you doing, kid? And Deku basically shoots like one of his like nigga rays lasers nigga look basically when his light beams at like the which causes to like since like for a split second he had all of his like jelly his sludge his sludge off like the thing off the off Bakugo. He basically had the chance to like do what he had to do, so he basically did that and he expanded it causing the thing to explode again. And he basically like as he basically put basically a shield around Bakugo and basically shot him over to the heroes. He wouldn't really care if he hit like his head just be like that. So like luckily a hero caught him. But anyway, so he basically like compresses and everybody's like cheering for Deku saying like Deku, not Deku, but like yeah, you did it, bro. I see you. Like shit like that. Doing something the heroes can. Like fucking pussies. But yeah. Uh yeah, I'm gonna end it right here because I need to know if I should give him the quirk and if I should even do it in the first place. But I'm in this video here. Give me feedback, and especially if you want, I'm gonna post part 2 tomorrow, and tell me what you want the next video to be. And please give feedback on this one right here and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.